All right, so I'm going to start with the shadow. Okay, so the shadow card is the Nine of Wands. Okay, this to me is like jittery, nervous energy. It's like you have been through a lot. You've already struggled for what you wanted to accomplish, and it's about maintaining it. You're defensive a little bit because you don't want anyone to take what you value, or you know, it's about maintaining boundaries as well. It looks like you're a little bit nervous. It's like you're waiting for the next thing to happen. You're like, where is the next problem going to come from? Okay, because you've already been through so much, so you're referring back to previous experiences, and it just looks like you may be feeling a little bit anxious or doubtful, or and it also has an element of like being tired but not to give up. Okay, because you're not quite done. You haven't quite accomplished what you needed to yet. But it just looks like you're maintaining everything that you've, you know, like gone for. Okay, so the first day is Easter. We have the Strength card. The Strength card shows up as a major arcana. I think so far we've had just major arcanas for the first day of the month. This is a card about patience, endurance, seeing things through. It is a holiday, so it could feel like a longer day than usual, or maybe there are other things that you want to do, and it looks like you have maybe family obligations or something like that. It just says you have to sort of stick through it, right? Okay. All right. So then Monday the 5th, you have the Five of Wands followed by the Five of Pentacles. You have two fives right in a row. And I'm going to comment more so on the actual numbers here. Fives indicate change. Okay. Where things are maybe up in the air, it gives you sort of a point of like, it's like at a crossroads, right? So you're midway through something, and it usually is like, well, it could go one way or the other. Okay. It could either fall apart or it could be a huge success. It looks like whatever you're working on, there's other people involved usually with fives. So it looks like a group of people here. It looks a little bit messy or chaotic. And then this is a card of being left out or shut out, or there are people in the group being left out, because it's like you can't really all work together as a team very well. And this is like wanting to do it on your own, or go it on your own with somebody else. Okay. Just like you and one other person, because it's like maybe you have your own specific lesson to learn with one person instead of in the group. But either way, it's a pivot point. It's a point of change that can go one way or the next. Looks like then you integrate pretty well. This is a day for balance. It's a day for healing. It looks like you found a more moderate approach that seems to work out. All right, so then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, she's the Queen of Resources. She's very patient. She also takes her time. It's the mother energy, so it's a very nurturing, caring person. If it's not a mother, it could be a mother type energy. This also could be you, just nurturing your projects, taking care of what you need to do. It's being very connected to your body, being embodied, being very connected to the earth. Okay, it looks like you're managing your responsibilities pretty well. And then it feels like a little bit of an overwhelming energy here. This could be a little bit of a burdensome energy. I always say this is being a card of like being burdened. Like you have too much going on and you're the only one taking care of it. It could be just wanting to give up or quit. And I did say that at the beginning. It's like, because you're tired, it's like, don't give up, don't quit. You may be tested here. The first week in April, where you're like, should I just like give up? Should I just walk away? It looks like there's more work to be done though. And it looks like whatever energy that sort of passes, you're like, okay, I'm just going to keep chipping away at whatever that is. It looks like you're working on a Saturday too. You're putting in extra time, extra hours, extra energy, and it looks like you've got a lot to do, but it's like, you know what? You're just doing one thing at a time. And it looks like you can make some gradual progress here. Taking care of the details. Sunday, you have the Fool card. So it looks like, you know, this is a new beginning, a new start. This is the fresh energy that I like to see, especially when it's paired then with the Two of Cups and the World card. It looks like a successful partnership that you have now begun. Okay. Or it looks like a new path. Here's, you know, working with somebody else. And this is about success and the world and accomplishing your goals, right? So it looks like you meet the right person to help you. It's also good for romance that day. Two of Cups is friendship, romance, someone that shares your vision and you're able to actually work really well with them. It's interesting that this energy is underneath the 2 5s, which I was saying, like, other people may complicate things the first week. The second week, it looks like you then sort it out and there's maybe just one person that you work well with from the group. It's possible. Okay, so whatever you end up accomplishing here, you finish something, it's a job well done. You know, you receive the reward from that. It looks like you don't really skip a beat before you move on to the next thing. So you're like, okay, that was done. Or we accomplished that together. What's next? And it's like you're on to the next thing. You're actually able to give it the proper attention that you need. It feels like it's something exciting. And I do see the Knight of Wands then coming in. So it's like you're then able to inspire other people to act or encourage other people. And you could be drawing people to you. So it looks like whatever you're putting out there, it looks like you're getting a lot of attention and a lot of incoming energy from that. The Knight of Wands may be showing up for you on that Thursday. It looks like Friday, then you have the Sun, which is a very happy energy. It's very positive. This is about being optimistic. It just looks like there's a lot, like this is a feel-good day. It looks like you're, looks like you're really happy with the results of the people that you're pulling in, and whatever this is related to. It could be work. Like it just looks like you're like, hooray, right? The Sun is feel-good. Saturday, I would be leery or weary. I don't know exactly. It's leery. I'd be leery. I'd be cautious. Take it slow. Pause before you speak. Take a moment to think before you act. Slow down. Be cautious. This isn't a day to really rush anything. Okay. It also indicates someone who's maybe like a right fighter who is really opinionated and they're sort of just coming at you really aggressively. That's sort of the energy too. Looks like then whatever came in, it looks like you now have something to think about. So if it's someone that says something to you, it looks like you're maybe processing that. It could be one in one ear and out the other as well. It just looks like then coming up on Monday, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is something new. Again, you have 2 aces. This looks like the reward or the dividends here. It could be a gift or a present. And then you have other people. I see this as being more jealousy. Jealousy, gossip, backbiting. It's related to this here. And I feel like it's a sort of a hangover energy from this. So it looks like you take a couple days, you ignore that person, and it looks like you're still kind of upset about that. Okay. Looks like then you're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm off. I'm moving off in a new direction. Forget the drama. I want an easier path. This is the path of least resistance. I'm going to head off in a new direction. Do you know where you're going? Not 100%. The moon is a little bit of a mystery. It's also, you know what? You're diving straight through, you're going straight through your fears. So this actually shows me that there's an element of courage here. It's like you're going into the unknown. You're going into the void. Okay. All right. Then you have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is business. This is taking care of what you need to do. It's a very responsible person that you might be engaging with. Just watch out for a male energy that shows up, you know, around Friday. This could be a helpful person that kind of comes out of the blue. You could be having a dream as well about this person. Be aware of your dreams. Looks like you have a character card coming up here then after the moon. Then you have the Tower. The Tower card looks like, this doesn't look great. This just looks like, abandon, abort mission. Looks like you may be splitting away from somebody. Okay, well, it possibly is related to the King of Pentacles. It looks like this person could take an exit in your life. It's also followed by the Ten of Swords. Be careful about the King of Pentacles. Whoever this person is for you, it looks like they're very self-interested. Like I said, they're very responsible. They have really good... I like the King of Pentacles. But oftentimes, it could just be a person who's very greedy or very selfish, or like a cruel person as well. Depends on whether or not he's upside down. I'm not reading any of these cards upside down, but it just looks like your intuition has been warning you. That's why I said be careful of or be aware of any dream that you have or vision, or if you get some sort of gut feeling about this King of Pentacles. Could be the same person that you're dealing with here as the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords. It looks very swordsy. The Moon and the Tower. I would be leery of this person. Doesn't look like the best intentions. It looks like if it's a get rich quick scheme, that could fall through. Something like that just feels off. You have all of these swords. Two of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, the Moon and the Tower, and then the Two Pentacles this week. So Pentacles and Swords. A bad idea, bad communication, misinformation, miscommunications around money, around work, around, being like a team player, right? Okay, so it looks like that's over. You got what you needed out of that. This is a card about reciprocity, generosity. It looks like, yeah, you got a little bit from what you needed, but maybe you didn't get the full everything that you deserved. Okay. You're sort of now looking at now what? Now what do I have to work with? It's a pause to for reflection to go, okay, where should I place my energy and efforts in now? What should I prioritize here? Okay. All right. I think this is a healthy doubt. It feels like you're well, let's be realistic. Let's be practical about what we have to work with now. And the Wheel of Fortune is a turn of events. So if you had a little bit of a run in the middle of the month of April, it was sort of a streak of bad luck, this is where your luck sort of begins to change here, the last week of April. You then have the King of Cups, which feels like a lot more pleasant energy than the King of Pentacles. This feels like a dark energy to me. This feels like more light. He's easygoing. He goes with the flow. He's very well connected. People like the King of Cups. He's well liked. He's well respected. The Magician. It looks like this person is really talented. It looks like you could work really well with this person. There's chemistry, right? The Magician shows, well, there's a lot that you could do, a lot that you could connect with. A lot of ways that you could connect with this person. Feels like then things start moving forward again for you as far as money flow, income, just that you're then resuming the natural rhythm that feels good, right? When you're able to sort of double, multitask here this weekend. So then you have Saturday, you got things moving again, picking up and moving again after whatever ended here. Then you've got new information. You have news. It looks like you have important news coming in the 29th and 30th. Of the month. This is watch out for signs and omens. What people say looks like is very important. Communications then start to feel a little bit better. Things are more clear. Okay. It's saying don't give up. I would actually be cautious. I would be cautious with this Knight of Swords energy. If you're getting some sort of clue or some sort of sign that someone is very opinionated, or they want to sell you on an idea, or they have their own agenda, you're going to start seeing signs of that here. And it looks like it's going to come to fruition sometime the mid third week here, and then it ends, and it feels like you're wow, had you listened to this and been cautious and maintained boundaries, this is a good advice. Okay. All right, so I'm going to draw a card from the Fairies Tarot Oracle deck to see what message needs to come up here. The Six of Wands. We don't have the Six of Wands card here. It's the Six of Spring in this deck. So it's not pertaining to a particular day that I need to talk about or that stands out. It's just an overarching sort of theme. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. Okay, I feel like this is going to come towards the end of the month. It's saying make smart choices. Smart choices. Avoid people, again, any get-rich-quick scheme or any sort of shady dealings with this person. It looks like they could sort of trip you up, or maybe it's just a person that you don't need to work with anymore. It looks like one-on-one things are good for you, one-on-one. There looks like there's a little bit of like opportunity for success with a partnership as well. I don't know if that's in love or business. But it looks like either way, you have wonderful news. The wonderful news that's on its way is at the very end of the month. Okay? It's exciting news coming in. So just stay grounded. Be alert with this energy. Don't be overly paranoid, as this card can be, but just be cautious, be alert, be aware. Recognize the signs and omens. Okay. Going to then draw a card from the Goddess's deck. Let's see who's going to be with you and what her message is. Okay, so we've got the Moire. Trust in the fate before you. The three fates. Okay. The three fates that really stand out to me are the World card here on the 10th, the Sun card on the 13th, Wheel of Fortune card on the 25th. So these 3 dates feel significant. Usually fated things are major arcanas, right? These were the 3 that were standing out to me that would be really beneficial. This one seems like a leap of faith. The Fool card. You may be meeting someone new in business. It could be the King of Pentacles down here. It looks like you really want to meet up with the King of Cups, though. This person feels better. The other fateful energy that I am seeing is the Tower and the Moon card, which is a sort of a bad omen around the King of Pentacles here. So it could be 3 important events that happened this month, but it says just trust in the process. Trust that there is good news coming here at the end of the month. And there are some things that are at, like, you know, destiny is sort of at play here.